Today it's Saturday, July 13, 2024. Golf MK7. Is it GTI or R? It's a four-wheel drive or it's a front-wheel drive only? Here, where is the... Yeah, never mind. Never mind. 2015 model year, kilometers 215,828, 216,000 kilometers. Yeah. And one bottle of water. We're gonna throw it out. And one tissue. We're gonna throw it out. Yeah. And some garbage there. We're gonna throw it out. Okay. So, what do we have? What they said the guys? They told me that the spark plugs are clean. Alright. But if you come here on the coolant expansion tank, he has seen some better days. From the other hand, here looks okay. I told them to check the transmission oil level. Why to check the transmission oil level? Because of the heat exchanger. The transmission oil heat exchanger, from one side is passing coolant, from the other side is passing the you get a sample, eh? Has also glitter inside. Lovely. Yeah, that's a sample of the transmission oil. Okay, thank you very much. So they check that it's not contaminated, the oil, and so the correct oil level. Then there is also another one, oil heat exchanger, that's for the engine. It's an engine oil heat exchanger. Before we go there to see this, we're gonna make a pressure test. We're gonna put also a camera inside the cylinders just in case, and then we're gonna move on. And they already drain the oil, alright? You have only 2 bolts on the oil pan until it comes time. Make up the car to see it from down, to have a look all around the car. Nice. Brake rotors looks okay, and it is R. It's a Golf R. You see the diff there and the axle. Yeah. Alright. Cap in place. The protection cap's in place. 18 week of 23 the tires. Outside. Rim and tire looks okay. Same story here. Outside. We have any number plate around? No, just cover that one, the E-Class. Cover the number plate of the E-Class just in case, so don't have it on my mind. What I was doing here, yeah, 0122. Yeah, 0122 outside. Caps in place, cap in place. I don't see any mark on the rim. Nice. Front right. Okay, it's not a big deal. It needs to be washed actually. All in place, Brake pads looks okay. Brake rotor thickness, I have no clue, I have to get a measurement. Outside 0122. And also this one is nice, it's okay. Outside 18 week of 23. Alright, nice. Plastic cap here, 5 lakhs nice here. And the brake pad, yep, it's new. Amazing. Can you make a little bit more up? Alright, leave it there. Let's start from back. Back, it's not can I have a light, gentlemen, please? Axle boots in or out, it looks okay. It looks nice, eh? Looks very clean, by the way. Yeah, the shock absorber there up, you see some oil coming out. This is dry. But if you change it, you can change both, you're not going to change only one. Exhaust, it looks okay. The muffler back over here, everything looks fine. Yep. Okay, we have a minor leak from the shock absorber, the rear right one, but this goes in pair. Rim looks okay, tire from inside looks okay. Wait. Oh, come on. Inner brake pad looks okay. Fine, fine. Rim. I don't see any mark, I don't see any... Nothing weird. Lovely. In a brake pad. Okay. Alright. Stabilizer bar boost looks okay, fine. Diff here we have a minor leak. Not something crazy. That's enough to make it wet. It's come from front here and the seal. It's not urgent. The coupler sometimes are coming apart. Yeah, alright. Rest of the exhaust looks fine, floor looks okay, left and right. The turbo there up. I don't see any spot, it looks nice and dry. Buses, yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna check that later on with a pry bar. Tire from inside and the rim looks okay. Inner brake pad clearly like the outer, looks like a new one. Outer axle boot, inner axle boot, yeah, this will gonna give up. This, yeah, it will gonna give up. Then front left, rim looks fine, tire looks fine, brake pad like the outer axle boot, inner axle boot, also the inner one. It's suspicious. Stabilizer bar links. I don't hear any click or something. Okay, the protection boot on the shock absorber here, it's missing, and I see a trace of oil. Looks like also that the front right shock absorber is leaking. Some oil. And what about this? This when I make it down. Let's put on a bit. Once. Oh. The front left looks dry. Middle mount, it's a little bit tired, minor cracks, but it's holding it together. Alright. Not something crazy. Belt looks okay. The belt, that's a solenoid for the oil pump. It's a variable oil pump, and they have put the silicone on the oil pan. You don't put the silicone, you just change the seal. You purchase a new seal and you put it on, and you didn't move. You keep these two bolts to not come out of the oil pan. Even if you remove the bolts, trust me, you're not gonna come out. They put silicone. And you know the groove, let me hold it just in case. Oh no, it's not coming out. Mr. Joe, it's not coming out, sir. Doesn't come out. With all the silicone. Here, you open the cover here?
Yes.
Why?
Maybe I should turn crank is coming down.
Ah, if we have to turn the crankshaft. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, but it's the reservoir here, but it's okay, no worries. This is not a big deal to remove it if we want to turn it, or we can crank it to change the position, you know, no worries. It's fine. There was also the cover down here?
Yes.
There,
yeah.
Alright, nice. All the bolts on?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, open the oil pan. We're gonna keep it open because we're gonna pressurize the cooling system to see if it starts dropping, you know, water down here or inside the cylinders. We're gonna see. A little bit investigation to see with what we have to deal with. Overall looks okay. Let's find out. Yes, Mr. Derek, pull it, sir, pull it. Watch out the sensor. Alright, make it straight down. We don't see any trace of water here inside, right?
Yeah.
You see, we don't see anything weird. Nothing to indicate that it's leaking coolant here inside. If it was leaking inside, you're gonna see from where you're gonna leak. This color, you know, from the burnt oil, you're gonna wash it. and it's gonna be nice. But you know what? No, put it up again. Empty it. Empty what has inside. Empty it. Put only 230 torques and put it in place. After all, we have to change the seal. You know, if he wants the customer, we're not gonna keep it like that. Put only 230 torques, one here and one there, or wherever you want. And let's continue. I'm gonna bring the camera to see the cylinders inside and to make the leak test. Now we have 13 psi. Yeah, 13 psi of pressure. I check all the cylinders and all of them they look the same. Yes, has some carbon, but there is no any trace of water inside or coolant. And all the way around here where it's sealing the head gasket, you don't see something shiny or whatever. So we're not talking about the combustion chamber, the head gasket to the combustion chamber, where it's sealing. We're talking about if it's gonna be external. It might have a crack, the block. It might have a problem with the heat exchanger, or it might be the head gasket in one weird spot that's near to the. But again, you need to have a pressure to go inside, because usually the tank it's always pressurized when it comes to the pressure temperature. You know the point? Release the pressure. This was Omar. He told me that you need to clean also the ports. It was from this Golf.
I said there's something I'm missing.
Valve cleaning. It's written there. It's written there on the card. So see, if you remove the intake manifold to clean the ports from the carbon, we have to order also dry ice because we don't have. That's a different story. But we're gonna have an access to the heat exchanger to have a look on it. All right. Take the camera away 1 second, and I'm gonna tell you what will gonna be the next step. Take it, please. When you have oil inside of the system, some hose becomes like a chewing gum. This hose, if you touch it, it became like a chewing gum. But this hose not. This is good. Don't close it. Yeah, open. I thought you was putting the cap. I'm sorry. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Nice. So up to now, what I see, this became like a chewing gum. All right. What I want from you, Mr. Joe?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna block here the pipe. You're gonna remove this pipe from here, the fuel line. All right. You remove the fuel line from here. This is for the fuel, and the other one is for the charcoal canister, the solenoid. See what's my plan. Also, this is okay. It's not. It didn't become like a chewing gum, and it didn't expand it. You see, sometimes when it has oil and coolant, it becomes like a balloon.
Yes.
It becomes half size bigger. You know the pipes. But in this state, as it is right now, it looks fine. What's my plan? You are blocking it here, the pipe.
Okay.
All right. You're separating from here carefully because this is a plastic and has 200,000 kilometers and it might crack. We're gonna see also if it's burnt inside. You separate also the breather here for the bleeding carefully because it might destroy also the coolant expansion tank. It's gonna be clever to put a new one, but I'm not the owner of the car. All right. You take it out. You're washing it very well to don't have at all oil inside. Nothing to be perfect. As clean as possible, especially from the oil, so don't have nothing. Then you flush the system 1, 2, 3, 4 times until it comes fresh, clean water out. With this way, we're gonna protect at least the hoses, and you're not gonna have the owner to change all the hoses, or even any O-ring, as an example. Actually, if you open the water pump, it's a good thing to change the O-rings that goes to the block and the connector to the heat exchanger. So, first thing first. Clean the coolant expansion tank, put the spark plugs back again in place to don't fail anything inside. Alright? Clean the coolant expansion tank, flush the cooling system a couple of times. Put a normal water inside, not distilled water that we have from the barrel. Alright, don't put a coolant until we found out what's going on. Or you don't need even to put a coolant inside, water inside. If we open the intake manifold for cleaning the ports, we're gonna have an access to the heat exchanger.
Yes.
So we can make a leak test on the heat exchanger to see if this is happening from the heat exchanger. Make sense? So that's the plan. Okay, gentlemen?
Aye, sir.
Alright. The second part I will gonna upload on Monday, not today. Today, Mr. Derek is putting back the spark plugs. Okay. Mr. Joe is opening the coolant expansion tank, separating from here. We're gonna check also the transmission heat exchanger, just in case. Just in case, to be sure and to be safe. Because except of the head gasket, forget the head gasket, there is, like I said, there are two oil heat exchangers, one for the transmission, one for the engine. Lovely. Ah, he already put the clamp here, nice, amazing, beautiful, excellent. That's the status. I'm gonna upload this video because it's not a full checkup. We need to check up also the diverted valve to see that the membrane side is not broken, to check the turbocharger, check also from back to see that it's okay, because high mileage, just the turbine wheel, and to see if there is any crack or any problem, or for the wastegate, if there is any problem for the flap. We need also the seal, but we're not gonna order anything now until we see the big picture, you know, the full picture of the car, what's going on. We're gonna write down on a paper what we need, and for any news, like I said, again on Monday. On Monday, most probably we're gonna remove also the intake manifold to see what's going on with the heat exchanger. Two heat exchangers, but before we do that, washing, cleaning the cooling system. To first, like I said, removing the tank, cleaning the tank as better as possible, you know, don't have nothing inside, and flushing it again and again and again until you see that it comes clean water out. Okay, gentlemen? Okay, sir. Whee! Over and out. That's it for now. Thank you.